Hello everyone, welcome back to the Table Breaking Bets. I'm Vinny from Vegas. This is week 2 of our little channel that we have going on here. As you can tell, week 1 was successful. We took the Buffalo Bills money line at home. They were able to get things done, and with a glorious comeback, down 15 twice in the fourth, with less than 4 to go. Couldn't ask for a better win. As a Bills fan in week 1, I do have to say, there were times I couldn't breathe. There were times I was crying. There was times I was just laughing and joy. You just couldn't ask for a better start to the season. The only way is down from there, right? Because every game can't be like that. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'd want that personally. I don't know if my health would be able to handle it. My heart would probably explode come week 4. But let's just save that up for the Super Bowl and get there and win this year. Because as of right now, Chiefs, Bills, where they're at in their respective divisions. I know it's only week 1, but still, who's on top? The Bills. So you might be saying to yourself, or asking, why didn't you get a new table? You jumped through this one. That's not what we're doing here. We're gonna keep this table. This is vindicative to our success here as a channel. The more mangled this table gets, the more it shows that we're winning our table breaking bets, which is the main bet we want to win here. Everything else is kind of side extras, just for fun. Give a little extra content, a little extra filler around us jumping through a table, which you can see we didn't do too well in. But for the main present, jumping through a table, we won, and we're gonna keep jumping through this one until it can't stand. But still seems pretty well to me. So we'll let it ride for another week and see if we get a jump through again. And speaking of jumping through tables, let's go throw it to that right now. Well, folks, welcome. I mean, there couldn't be a better way to do it for the first edition of the Table Breaking Bets. A game for the ages. I'm putting it up there with the Patriot 28-3 comeback in the Super Bowl. Josh, I love you, brother. So, like I said, everyone, there's only one thing left to do.
Let's go!
And just break a fucking table. Let's go. Welcome back. As you can see, I didn't have the full payroll on. Just emotions were riding high after that win. Wish I could have pulled out a chair, get a little extra height on the jump. But for the first week, it's going to do. This next week, we'll do something extra for it. Make sure we'll have the whole get up on for it. So moving on, past the table breaking bet of last week, let's just cover a couple other points. I mean, how about that Browns pick, huh? Told you, AFC North games, don't sleep on the home dogs. A couple extra missed extra point keeps that game from going to overtime, and a missed field goal keeps the Browns from winning the game. So they shut down the Bengals completely in the second half. It was Browns ball. It was Joe Flacco. Even though they were struggling, they kept the Browns within the number. Was never worried about that game. We enjoyed watching it the whole time. Browns plus 4.5. Love it, love it, love it. Miami. What in the sucker pick was that, huh? Me and every other sucker just take our lollipops and hop in line. That was terrible. The Dolphins showed me absolutely nothing I want to be a part of for the rest of the year. I know this is the classic overreaction week 2. So I will be staying away from all things Miami for the time being, but after that, I mean, holy Tua. So, let's go ahead and get into week 2. We were 9-7 against the spread last week. Not too terrible, not too great, kind of right there in the middle. Would have been nice to have been 10-6 if the Bears didn't absolutely freeze in the fourth quarter and piss down their leg to J.J. McCarthy, but I digress. So, moving on. Let's get into the games. Thursday night football, Washington Commanders at the Green Bay Packers. The line is 3. I took Washington on the road, plus 3. Just don't think the Packers offense really impressed me all too well, so I think I like the Commanders in this spot. Patriots on the road in Miami. Both these teams disappointed us last week. Had Patriots as our wheel pick, which we lost on, and they were our top pick of the week. So lost quite a bit of money on them. I'm going back to the well with the Patriots, though. Like I said, this is the overreaction week, so we're going to want to fade the Patriots. They're not great, they're bad. Their defense had so many holes in it, it wasn't even funny. But I think they're going to clean it up, and this Miami team is just terrible. I won't be betting the game, but I will be backing the Patriots. Actually, I didn't lie. I do have that game bet. I just realized it's in a lottery ticket. But we'll get to that. So, Jags on the road getting 3.5 points against the Bengals. It is a little teaser. This will be one of the picks for a special segment here this week. I like the Jags plus 3.5. I think the Bengals are going to continue their slow starts that they do every season. It's the jersey and the franchise problem, not the players or the coach. It's just when you wear that certain colors in the NFL, you just do certain things, and the Bengals start slow. It's going to be the Jets plus 3.5. I think they might win it outright. Ravens laying 12.5 against the Browns. I'm going to take the Ravens. If this is the Browns getting the points at home, it's the Browns. However, Cleveland, they won't have any answer for what Baltimore is going to do. I think they're going to steamroll them. Their defense is going to punch them in the mouth. Joe Flacco was going to have 5 sacks against him, and Lamar will have 4 touchdowns. The Giants on the road against the Cowboys. I'm taking the Giants plus 6 here. I think the D-line of the Giants is going to get all over Dak in the running game of the Cowboys. We saw a great run game from them last week, but that was without Abdul Carter. Remember, as soon as he was announced out, that's what the big focal point was of stopping the Cowboys, and it showed that without him, they were able to have a run game. Well, it's a very much meaner defensive line in New York. Give me the Giants plus 6. Rams laying 5.5 on the road. Going to take the Titans, getting the points. Not much to this game. Just going to go with thinking Cam Ward might pull out something. Bills on the road laying 6.5 against the Jets. I never like these games. I never like them. I'm going to take the Jets getting 6.5 here. There's just some kind of voodoo magic in MetLife when Josh goes there to play the Jets that all of his powers get sucked out like it's the Monstars, you know. I will be taking the under in this game. I do like the under in the total, 46.5. So we'll be riding with that. But if I'm picking a side, I'm going to lean the Jets plus 6.5 here. Lions laying 6 at home against the Bears. Give me the Lions. I think they're going to bounce back here. I think they're going to roll over the Bears. They didn't show me anything impressive other than the first drive, which a lot of teams did. But don't get fooled by the scripted drive, everyone. They've had all season long to write up these plays for the game. Once that goes well, congrats. Wait for the next drive, and that's how good the team is. A lot of these teams showed they don't really got it past that first drive. Seattle versus the Steelers, who are laying 3 at home. Give me the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers. Old man still got it. 49ers laying 3 against the Saints. Give me the 49ers. Panthers against the Cardinals, 6.5. One thing real quick about the 49ers and Saints game, moving quick here. That's the biggest shift we had. Injuries happened. Brandon Ayuk might be out. We saw George Kittle is now out with a hamstring injury, I believe it was. So it was a 7, just jumped all the way down to 3. I'm still going to ride with the 49ers at 3. Brock Purdy, I like it's a quarterback matchup for me. I'm taking Brock Purdy over Spencer Rattler. Just, man hasn't done it for me since QBU. Panthers versus the Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals laying 6.5. I kind of think the Panthers could pull it off here, but they just showed me absolutely nothing last week. Broncos laying 1.5 against the Colts. I kept going back and forth with this one. I don't want to ride the hot hand that the Colts are really good. I'm not saying that they're not good, but is Miami that bad? I'm going to go with the Broncos here. I know Bo Nix struggled. The Titans have a good defense. And maybe it was just first actual start. Lights were a little too bright for the kid. You know, not first actual start, but like start to the season. You know. Yeah, give me the Broncos. Minus 1.5 here. Eagles versus the Chiefs. Many saying the game of the week. I believe it. So, I mean, rematch of last year's Super Bowl. You know, how could you not? Eagles laying 1. I'm going to take the Eagles here. I think it might fall right into the trap that everyone else. How could you not? They look way better than the Chiefs ever could. The Chiefs have no a wide receiver target now after Xavier Worthy has fallen down and Roger Rice being out, Hollywood Brown. I mean, that's your biggest target. Travis Kelce is just a rust bag. Give me the Eagles, though. Just going to take them. Think they might dismantle them again. And someone else on the panel here has a special play on this pick, so let's go ahead and send it over to our puppy play of the week. It's the puppy play of the week. Last week, unfortunately, on the wrong side with the Lions. What are you going to do? First week, you can only do better and pick a winner. He's got the game of the week, the rematch of last year's Super Bowl, Kansas City and the Eagles. Let's see what the puppy is going with today. As you can tell, he's antsy. He's ready to go and pick. Oh, with speed right to the Philadelphia Eagles. We're not moving things around since he ran to the same one. We'll get it going and change for next week. But Eagles, lock it in. And we're back. I mean, I like that we're on the same side, and I don't know if I like that we're on the same side. Actually, he lost last week pretty bad. But I think he's out for vengeance. You saw how quick he went. Like I said in the segment there, we'll try to switch it around a little bit. See if he picks a different side. Or if not, we'll just keep flip-flopping the favorites. And something will come eventually. Falcons and the Vikings. Give me the Falcons. Getting 3.5 on the road. I think they might be able to keep J.J. McCarthy down and out if he starts off slow again. I just think this defense might be a little bit more looking to get a win after how they let the Bucs just walk down on them last week. I think maybe they're trying to show that they actually got some grit. I'll take the Falcons plus 3.5. Bucs getting 2.5 on the road against the Texans, one of the Monday night games. Give me the Bucs getting 2.5. And then Chargers versus the Raiders. I'm going to take the Chargers and John Harbaugh here. Looks like he's really unlocked Justin Herbert's full potential. Quinshon Johnson, Q-Joe, actually making catches now. His hand, I saw those memes with the Spider-Man, him looking at his hands like he can finally catch it. So that's going to be fun to watch all season long. Give me the Chargers, minus 3.5. So, what are the top bets for the week? My top three, we're going to start with the Bucs getting 2.5. I love the way that Mbuka ended up calling his touchdown catch on that, or calling a play for the touchdown catch on the last drive there to win against the Falcons in week 1. I love just Baker Mayfield's a dog. I'm going to be on the side with him, especially when he's getting 2.5. Texans and C.J. Stroud just aren't really impressing me all too much. Haven't seen it. Going to take the Bucs. Jags getting 3.5 on the road. I think the Bengals are just going to come out slow. Travis Etienne, now that he is Trevor Etienne. Travis, there's a Trevor. There's too many. Yeah, too many T's there. And okay, so now let's go ahead and get to the top 3 bets I have for the week. Starting with number 3, I'm gonna take Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers getting 2.5 on the road. Texans just haven't shown me too much that I'm a fan of. C.J. Stroud just looks like that sophomore slump has really hit him hard. I'm going to take Baker Mayfield because he's the dog, and I love the dog that's got the bigger bark in the park. Jags, plus 3.5. Give me Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne, Travis Hunter, all the T's there. It's a lot of trouble. You got Liam Cohen coming, trying to make a big name for himself. And the Bengals just start off slow. It's like I said earlier, it's the franchise thing. It's just a name. It's not something the players can do, nothing the coaches can do. It's when you play for the franchise and wear the jersey, sometimes certain things just happen to you. And the Bengals just start slow. And Broncos minus 1.5 are going to be my favorite pick for the week. Like I said, I'm not buying the stock yet that the Colts are that great. And I think the Broncos are going to have a great bounce-off spot offensively. We didn't get to see too much of Cortland Sutton, R.J. Harvey, even Evan Engram barely didn't do much. So I'll be interested to see how Bo Nix bounces back there on the road against the Colts in a dome. Our puppy play, as we saw, that was the Eagles -1. Our lottery ticket pick this week, we're going to do Detroit money line, Pittsburgh on the money line, Buffalo, Jacksonville, Denver, Philly, New England, and Atlanta. It's giving us plus 130 to 1 on your money. Close to 131 to 1, but 130 to 1 on your money is that. And now we got 2 things left. The wheel play, which we lost last week, unfortunately. So if we lose again this week, we really got to start worrying about figuring out what we're going to do for punishment. If we win, we'll be fine and it gets reset. There will be a college show that comes out this week as well that will have a wheel play with it. So that will really get the losses picked up with it. So there's more of a chance of it hitting, and I can't get bailed out by just having 1 pick a week. And when hockey comes into effect as well, then it will really be rolling with daily picks. So the wheel play, Chargers -3.5. Give me John Harbaugh. I like Justin Herbert to go ahead and dismantle Geno Smith and Pete Carroll at home in Allegiant Stadium. These games are always fun to watch. Maybe we'll try to get a ticket, get inside there. I know it'll be a little pricey, Monday Night Football, but you never know. Give me the Chargers, though, -3.5. And now, what we're here for, to jump through this table. I'm gonna go. I wish I did the Browns last week. I'm glad Buffalo had the amazing win that they did. It could have been better to jump through a table after that win. It couldn't have felt more Buffalo. I need to get there for a game this year before they leave. However, they're not the pick this week. This week, we're going with Duval. Give me the Jags +3.5 on the road against Joe Burrow and the slow Bengals. I don't think they're going to get it done in week 1. I don't think they're going to get it done in week 2 either. Jags +3.5. Let's jump through some tables, baby.